So, you may be asking yourself, why am I upside down? That's because most entrepreneurs are completely upside down in their approach to success. In today's video, I'm going to be revealing my 5-step blueprint to your $1 million mindset in 2018.
So how on earth did I go from $75,000 in debt, living in my mom's spare room, to cracking the 7-figure code? How did I achieve the impossible and make my first $1 million just 10 months from being completely broke? The bigger question is this: how do new entrepreneurs like you compete with the deep pockets of the 800-pound gorillas in today's marketing world? My name is Gregg Davison, and this is Gorilla Marketing Secrets.
Hey, does my ass look big in this t-shirt? No? I look hot? Okay, let's go. Yes. What's up, gorillas? This is Gregg Davison, and welcome to the first episode of Gorilla Marketing Secrets. So, most entrepreneurs are completely upside down in their approach to success because they start focusing on marketing tactics, marketing skills, money, strategies, and all that shit. And before they've spent the time focusing on the single most important thing that is going to determine their success, which is the $1 million mindset. So here's my blueprint for your $1 million mindset. Step number 1, you've got to change your financial thermostat. Boom. So your thoughts and beliefs about money have been conditioned by society, your job, your family, and this is reflected in your current financial status. The answer is, if you make $2,000, or the question is, if you make $2,000 a month, then it's likely that you think that's exactly what you're worth. And I know you're saying, fuck you, Greg, I believe I'm worth $5,000 a month. I believe I'm worth $20,000 a month. No, you don't. Because if you truly believed you were worth 10 grand a month, then that's exactly what you've been earning. And what is this thing called a financial thermostat? Well, before you kind of checking to see if there's some magic dial that your mama forgot to tell you about, there's not. And this is not some woo-woo thing. This is the first thing that my $100 million mentor taught me, is that most people have a mindset that is conditioned for scarcity, poverty, and struggle. And it's really been determined by your job, your boss, and the conditions that have shaped your life up to this point. So most people are in this mentality that it's scarcity, it's poverty, struggle, and if you're the kind of guy or gal that gets out of bed and thinks the same thoughts every day, like, oh, I've never got enough, I'll never have enough money, I'm always broke, then that mindset needs to change. And listen to what I'm about to say. You will never ever earn $10,000 a month until you believe you're worth $10,000 a month. You see, you really need to develop a new set of beliefs about money and your self-worth. Every thought, belief, and action, and from that decision, has resulted in where you are in your life right now. And really the first step to changing your financial thermostat, and the first step on the road to success, means taking full 100% responsibility for your current position in life when it comes to your health, your wealth, your family, and pretty much your success in life and happiness in every single area. What does that mean? That also means getting rid of your excuses about why things haven't worked for you in the past. It means that you've got to stop blaming other people and outside circumstances for where you are right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? It means that you stop blaming the government, you stop blaming that boss that fired you, you stop blaming your husband, your wife, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, the partner that didn't treat you right, or the friend that did you wrong. And really, the moment that you look in the mirror and accept that the person who was responsible for every single thing in your life is you, that's the moment that you take the first step to success. $1 million mindset, principle number 2, or step number 2. You got to work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Boom. What do I mean by that? This is something that I learned from one of the probably the greatest mentor I ever had, who fortunately was kind of like my first ever mentor in my first ever business. the late great Jim Rohn. So Jim taught me this. He taught me that your income will never exceed your personal development. I'll repeat that for you. It's a pretty fucking powerful statement. Your income will never exceed your personal development. So understand this, that for things to change, you must change. For things to get better, you must get better. Not outside circumstances, it's all about you. Because guess what? You are the source of all of your business. Think about that. It doesn't matter whether you are in affiliate marketing, network marketing, e-commerce, drop shipping, coaching, consulting. You are the source of all of your business, which is why you got to work harder on yourself than you do on your business. That sounds like an oxymoron. I don't even know what that means. I just heard somebody say that. It sounded great. But the great Albert Einstein also said this. He said, you can't solve a problem with the same brain that created it. That's pretty fucking genius, which is what I think Albert Einstein was, because he came out with some like super ridiculously intelligent shit like the theory of relativity and the general theory of everything in the universe. But he also had some amazing quotes like that. You can't solve a problem with the same brain that created it. In essence, what that means is that if you want to get to that next level in your life and your business, then think of yourself as having operating system 1.0. All right, you're the first version of yourself. And in order for you to take your business, your income, your finances, your success to the next level, you've got to work sufficiently hard on your attitude, your philosophy, your habits, and so on and so forth, to upgrade that operating system. So you go from like U 1.0 to U 1.5, and then you read some more books and you go to U 2.0. And then a year later, when you've mastered 10 of the best personal development books, maybe you're going to be U 3.0. And when you get to U version 3.0, that upgraded operating system, that's when the magic starts to happen. You see, show me a successful entrepreneur, and I promise you, I will show you a huge library. Let me ask you, what does your library look like? Like, how many books do you have in your library? Look at my library. I have over 300 books on my Kindle. There and there. And I've also got about another 300 books in a bookshelf I have right here. And 95% of them are on personal growth, business, entrepreneurship, sales, marketing, spirituality. You know, there's no fucking 50 Shades of Grey that I'm reading at nighttime. It's all stuff that helps me to upgrade my operating system. So let me give you some practical tips on how to do that. Firstly, spend the first hour of every day working on your mindset. I've tried, multiple daily methods of operation. Doing it in the evening, doing it before bed, trying to catch 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. And the most powerful strategy is to take the first hour of your day, of course, once you've gotten up and had a crap and maybe gone for a walk just to wake up and had a coffee or a whiskey, whatever your thing is, but you've got 15 to 16 productive hours in your day. Do you think that it's taking up too much time or an allocation of too much of your resources by allocating less than 10% on upgrading that operating system that I was talking about? So your mental, your cognitive ability, your willpower, your focus, your discipline, your ability to remember stuff is always going to be greatest first thing in the morning. So take that first hour of the day, work on your mindset. And I don't mean just read books. You've got to read, take notes. I recommend doing all of the notes on your computer. I personally use Google Documents. Like, I've got thousands and thousands of Google Documents with my principles, philosophies, habits, routines, rituals. And really master one book at a time. Don't be a smartass and try and read 3 books at once. Confucius said, the man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. The man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. You can really only retain and master the principles in one book at a time. So do that. And if you're the kind of guy or girl that likes listening to podcasts or audiobooks, I do that too. It's great. But do it at your desk and take notes. Listening to audio content without taking notes, for example, like when you're out walking or driving the car or at the gym, has a very limited level of effectiveness. In so much that you're going to forget 95% of the stuff that you're listening to when you're driving or out walking. It's okay to do that as long as soon as you get home, you get out a pen and a notepad or get on your Google Docs. And like, for example, what I'll do is I listen to marketing podcasts like Russell Brunson, Marketing Secrets, Frank Kern, Your Next $1 Million, Gary Vee, a whole bunch of other stuff. Sometimes when I'm out walking, and then when I get home, I'll kind of skim listen to them again, look for a transcription, take some notes, and then I go, okay, what am I actually going to do about the information that I've listened to? Because information without action is the start of delusion. Information without action is the start of delusion. Information only becomes power when you implement that information. So enough said about that, and working harder on yourself than you do on your business. Number 3, increase your personal value to the world. That's $1 Million Mindset. Step number 3, increase your personal value to the world, or your PVL. Boom! I'm going to hit that camera one day. In order for you to command a $10,000 monthly income, everybody says, I want to make 10 grand a month. My life's going to be miraculous when I make 10 grand a month. And it pretty much is when you get to that level. But in order for you to make that much money, your value to the marketplace must be worth $10,000 per month. So in summary, in order to make $10,000 from the marketplace, affiliate marketing, Amazon, Shopify, doesn't matter, your value to that marketplace must be worth 10 grand a month. In practical terms, what does that mean? It means you have to become a student again, learning new skills like lead generation, personal branding, writing headlines, ad copy, how to communicate on social media sites, leadership, broadcasting emails, yada, yada, yada. But you need to be committed to mastering internet marketing. So I teach my students about the 2 sets. The first is mindset, and the second is skill set. And skill set is increasing your personal value to the world. So you need to become a leader to others and have that value in the marketplace by developing your skills, which gives you the PVL, personal value level. This attracts others into your business or your sales funnel or your shop. And understand this PVL is the essence of success. Everybody who is successful at any kind of internet marketing, again, network marketing, affiliate marketing, Amazon, Shopify, whatever, and pretty much anything in life, has increased their personal value level, their PVL, to warrant the money that they make on a monthly basis from that particular business. $1 Million Mindset. Step number 4. Eliminate toxic people. Boom! Eliminate toxic people. What does that mean? That basically means you should get the biggest gun or deadly weapon that you can possibly find and go out and just exterminate and eliminate every negative, whining, complaining fucking bitch in your life. Period. No, it doesn't. Don't take me literally at that. The powers that be, the FTC and everybody else, I really didn't mean that. I was joking. Eliminating toxic people from your life really means get rid of the people around you who don't serve you. You see, unfortunately, there are a few people out there who see the world as one big problem. You know who I'm talking about. It can be some of your family members, your friends. And in their eyes, you're part of that problem. You know the type. No matter how well things are going, they focus on the nitpicking little negative details, and they do it all of the time. It's a habit that totally destroys relationships, because you know that one blast of negative energy from their lips can take the wind out of your sails or just erase that smile on your face that you've got today because you had a big win in some area of your life. These people are poisonous to your health, and you need a long-range antenna to keep them outside of your boundaries at all time. Like I said, if it were me and anarchy was okay, I would just shoot them and the world would be a better place. But you may be thinking at this point, well, Greg, that's easier said than done. Like, you know, do you mean my friend who I've known for years, since I was 4 years old in primary school? That guy who's always complaining about his job and how terrible things are financially, and, you know, how nobody wants to help him out. Do you mean that you should just turn and walk away from him when he starts talking like that? No, I don't. I mean, fucking run as fast as you can and as far away as you can, because his or her constant negativity will drain the effing life out of you. Now, please understand, I'm not talking about somebody who has a genuine challenge and needs real help. I have compassion somewhere in a drawer. I put it there some years ago, but I do have compassion. I mean, be the rock for your good friend that really needs help. I'm referring to those chronic whiners who take great pleasure in dumping all of their bullshit, all of the negative garbage on your plate at every opportunity. And of course, they'll also inform you that you can't do this, you can't be successful, you don't have the skills, you're too old, you're too young. You know, when you have a really great idea, or you're just hyper-focused on like watching YouTube videos like this to get somewhere in your life, and they will just ridicule you, mock you, and they delight in bursting your fucking bubble because it makes them feel better about themselves. Stop putting up with that shit, period. Here's where the real power is. It's always your choice. You choose the type of people that you have in your life. Like, for example, I'm well known for saying my world is a giant bowl of awesome, and only awesome people are allowed in it, because we're all dripping in awesome sauce. And if you are not awesome, then you're not fucking allowed in my world. I don't care. Friends, family, relatives, no matter what. Maybe you just need to make some better choices. It's that simple. And if it means letting a few people go that are close to you, well, do it. You'll get over it, and you'll find better friends and more positive, inspiring people that you can have around you. So if people are dragging you down all of the time, make that decision, do it politely, let go, and just move on. $1 Million mindset number 5. Follow great mentors. Here we go. I'm going to hit the camera. We ready? Yes! At 35 years old and broke, So my story was, I was 35 years old. I'd been in business for 4 years, pretty much following broke, clueless mentors. And then I started online. And I decided to follow the advice of my mentor and just do everything that he told me to do. He was a 30-year-old, like 5 years younger than me, 30-year-old multi-millionaire. I was 5 years older than him, living with my mom, and broke. And I just decided, after he verbally beat the shit out of me, that I was just going to follow his plan, even if I didn't understand the things he was telling me, even if at a logical level they didn't make sense. And that's what I did. Like, if he said jump, I would just ask how high. And you know, when I started to just do what he told me and then kind of figure it out afterwards, my first 30 days I made just over $10,000 in profits. I'd never made that much money in my life. And then by month number 6 of following my mentor's advice, I was making 40 grand a month. By month number 10, I was making over 100 grand a month. By month 22, I cracked my first $1 million, and the rest is history. So, listen, if you subscribe to this channel down below, you'll be getting consistent, amazing, fucking mind-blowing, world-class advice from this 7-figure earner. But also, find other mentors out there. Find other 6- and 7-figure earners. Some in your industry, in your field, and some outside. Like, the 5 closest people, the 5 people I spend 90% of my time with, I can tell you they are Anthony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Eben Pagan, Tim Ferriss, and shit, I'm going to look stupid because I can't think of number 5. I'm stuck. Anyway, I have lots and lots of mentors, but yeah, those, Robin Sharma. Oh, Russell Brunson. Fuck, that's 6. I'm confusing myself. Anthony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Eben Pagan, Russell Brunson. I'm losing the plot right now. You get it. You know some of those names. They're all like 10-figure, $100 million successful marketers and entrepreneurs. Like, they're my mentors. So my point is this. Make sure that you follow great mentors. And the key here, guys, is to get out of your own head and start doing the things they tell you to do, or start doing the things that they're suggesting, even if it seems weird or difficult, or it doesn't make complete logical sense, because you're welcome to disregard any advice any mentor gives you, but you'll be fucking stupid to do so. They've made all the mistakes in the book. I've made all the mistakes in the book, and that means you don't have to. Like, let me ask you a question. Why would you want to hold yourself up and prolong your success, like delay your success, by making up your own plan? Look where it's gotten you so far. So be smart and follow great mentors. And being coachable means that you listen with intent to learn. Like, I have a lot of coaching students, and especially some of the older guys who, are come out of a 6-figure corporate job. Their ego is getting them in the way of learning new shit. So being coachable means that you listen with the intent to learn rather than to show what you know. Being coachable means check your pride and your ego at the door, and you don't judge your mentor's approach. Don't judge his approach, but try and adapt to it. So here's a good quote, actually. Louis Armstrong, the famous musician, said, "There are some people that if they don't know, you can't teach them." Some people that if they don't know, you can't teach them. Some people want to be right even when they aren't, and as a result, life is just difficult for them. Those people will never find a pathway of learning, and they just don't learn the lessons of life. Teachable and trainable people possess what's called a beginner mindset. And if you're watching this video and you're maybe 40 plus years old, I guess a little bit like I was at 35 when I started to resist my mentor's advice, and then, as I say, he verbally beat me up, and I started then listening to him and following what he taught, and that's when everything changed. But unfortunately, sometimes the more success and experience that you have, like if you're in a upper management or a director level position, or maybe you've even owned a company, then the harder it is to have this kind of beginner mindset, because you're always more likely to think that you know the answer based upon your previous conditioning, and therefore you have less to learn. But let me ask you again, where's that plan gotten you so far? You get the idea, I hope. So you got to be open to learning and thinking differently, and make sure you're not stuck in the way of your old thinking. And, in short, the fastest way to become successful is to simply find someone who's gotten the results that you want and do exactly as they did. It's called role modeling. So, I role modeled everything that I kind of watched my mentor do, and I role modeled all of the 7-figure earners that I could find in the industry that I got into 10 years ago when I started marketing. And it was that process of following good mentors and just role modeling successful people that just fucking accelerated my success faster than anything I could probably ever read in a book. There we go. The 5-step blueprint to your $1 million mindset. What the fuck? I'm on the toilet, babe.
You forgot to tell them to subscribe.
Oh shit. Hit the button below to subscribe. New videos every poop.